And we are live. I'm here with my old friend Pykris. How you doing?
Oh, what's up, man? What's up, everybody out there? It's probably nobody in the chat right now, but
Yeah, well, because you're not there, so it's usually two or three people, and you're one of them.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, it'd be nice if Phil showed up. That'd be
yeah,
nice.
he might show up. So how's it been going? I see you're drinking cotton candy, liquid cotton candy. You showed me.
Yeah, Fago. So I mean, it has a weird connotation with insane clown posse, but as cheap, if you take that association away from it, those guys are actually Christians, believe it or not. Um, if you take away the association with them, it's fairly good cheap soda.
Okay. I wanted to get on one of those insane clown posse guys. What are they called? They have a name for their family there.
The group Juggalos,
The Juggalos. Yeah, I wanted to get
the
a
Juggalos.
couple of Juggalos on, because they seem like they're down to earth people, maybe a little fucked up. But do you know any Juggalos?
Uh, I do actually. I know quite a few. I used to be one.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I don't know the music. I don't think I would like the music, but
No, you probably wouldn't, man. It's some
aggressive.
pretty intense. Yeah, some pretty intense horrorcore rap, man. It's
Oh, okay.
pretty gnarly.
Yeah, so we were talking before going live. I turned you on to Gnitterlog, and
Gnidrelog, yeah.
just
That
as you connected to the video call, I was listening to your favorite song, "Long Live Man Dead."
yeah, dude. Like I said when we were in the pre-show, the the freaking time signature on that is just I can't wrap my brain around it because you think it's gonna be like a straight 4/4, and then there's something
Off.
completely out of place. There's something off about the rhythm, but I think I can't even begin. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it and
Yeah.
count the beats, and see what it's in because it sounds to me like it might be in five or something. I don't really know, but
Yeah, it's freaky, but a lot of prog they do that. They like doing that. And I remember reading about one prog act where they actually spliced together in the studio two sort of bits of the song, but the guy who edited made a mistake, so it really messed with the time signature. But the band said, "Hey, it's cool. Just leave it like that."
yeah, that's also how that weird stuttering thing why the main melody riff in New Order's Blue Monday sounds off is because this they they missed the note programming it into the sequencer. So that's why the rhythm and the main melody kind of are like one semitone apart in
Ah, I should go and
in
listen to
in
that.
in time, like they're out of time
Okay,
slightly. So it gives this weird kind of like stuttering thing going on.
I'll check that out. Is it a good tune? I would imagine it is.
It's 80s, but like it's the stuff that really was a major influence on the dance scene in the 80s.
Is that goth industrial stuff, right?
More like it's kind of hard to describe. It's like New Order was like post-punk meets basically early electronica. It's basically what it
Cool.
is, kind of there, but there's still a lot of organic to it because they used a lot of real instruments, so it's kind of a hybrid between full-on electronic and real instruments. So
Cool. I like the beard, by the way. The beard suits you. I don't know what you had last time for facial hair, but it looks good.
yeah, I've been rocking. I mean, yeah, I do shave occasionally, but I like rocking the beard.
It's been, like I said before going live, it's been, I think, 3 or 4 years since we actually did an episode. So what's been going on? Like, what's the scoop? What's your the evolution of your worldview? I know when we first talked, you were Satanist, then you were sort of growing tired of that, and you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like I've kind of put it off to the side a bit at this point. Like I'm not a Satanist anymore. I don't belong to a church anymore, but I have come to God. So
Well, that's cool. Very cool. Did the tragic passing of your sister have anything to do with that, or
quite a bit of it, yeah.
that was rough? What was that?
Was I was
3, 4 years ago now?
6 years ago, 2018.
Okay, 6 years. Wow.
Mm. God, that's like drinking. I don't know. I've jokingly started referring to this as clown because it's cotton candy soda. I mean, like it's clown pee.
Very sweet, I would imagine. I don't know if I can find it up here in Canada or not.
Probably not, but I mean, you guys got some stuff I can't get down in the States,
Yeah. Well,
like
I'm like what?
Nestle's Coffee Crisp.
You don't have coffee crisp?
No, we don't have Coffee Crisp.
Are you serious? Wow, that's my favorite chocolate bar.
Yeah, because mine too. It rules, but
How
I
do you know
can't.
about it?
I occasionally when when I found the place up on the highway usually has like stuff you can't find really anywhere else, and
Oh,
occasionally they used to have some imported coffee crisp from Canada, and it's like, yay, coffee crisp. I'm just gonna buy 4 or 5 bars, square them
yeah.
away. But I know
Kit
I can order it online, so
Kit Kat's good. Has similar kind of taste.
yes, but Kit Kats everywhere else in the world are made by Nestle, but in the United States they're made by the Hershey Company.
Ah, you like Nestle better?
The Hershey one's pretty good, but I've had the actual Nestle Kit Kats, and they're far superior. But I mean, there's a lot of candy that I love from other places that I can't get in the States. There's a lot of candy from England I can't get in the States, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and it kind of annoys me. Like the only one I can really get is Maltesers,
Oh, yeah. That's
but
fun.
because those are good. I actually think they're better than what is it? The Whopper candies. I think they're better.
Uh, yeah. Well, in England, we just watched a documentary about how they make the Aero bar in England, over in England, and it's huge. Their Aero bar is huge in England.
Yeah, and it's like whipped aerated chocolate made into a bar. It's kind of awesome.
You have
They
you have
brief
the mint one down there in the States, the mint Aero.
uh they briefly sold Aero bars here a few years back, and I liked them. They were good.
Yeah. Oh, so it's not a regular thing you can find. Okay.
Mm-mm. No, the most regular thing we can find out here. I mean, I enjoy a Middle Eastern confection called halva.
Oh yeah.
I love halva.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
like it's like I call it's like Middle Eastern. Like if you get the one, because there's a company up north, I think in New York, that sells halva in um like candy bar wrappers.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and they make a chocolate covered one.
Ah.
So I've started jokingly referring to that as a Middle Eastern Butterfinger.
I buy my
Be-
halva in a big bucket, a big plastic transparent bucket.
Yeah, yeah, but like I don't know, man. Halva is one of those things where you're like, this is
Eh,
just good. This is just good.
It's special. It's very strange. It's almost like I shouldn't be
It's
enjoying
almost
this. I
like
shouldn't be enjoying this, but it is good.
I've likened it to if you put like play sand or like that magic sand in your mouth.
Yeah, it's
or
all that
play sand in
sesame.
your mouth.
It's all that
Yeah,
sesame.
yeah, it's like putting play sand in your mouth. But but that style of confection, has its analogs in various places around the world.
Okay,
Mexico has something similar to that too.
cool.
Uh, Marzipan's kind of similar, but not entirely the same, but it's the same concept, I guess.
I love marzipan.
Yeah,
That's expensive though.
yeah, my brother's a big marzipan fan, not me. I'd
You got to
rather eat
eat in
halibut.
small doses. Small doses.
Yeah, I remember eating those like remember the fruits that they used to
Uh
sell
huh.
that look like
Uh huh.
marzipan? Yeah, I've eaten way too many of those and gotten sick.
Eh, uh, yes, yes, yes. What are you sparking up there? Cigarette? That's you roll your own.
Uh, yeah, let's go with that.
Is it legal there?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay.
It's perfectly legal where I am located. So
Yeah, here too. So did you like Nicola bought me the shirt, did you notice?
yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's just definitely appropriate for you, David. It's definitely appropriate.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's been cool.
That's
It's been cool having you back in the live chats. I've seen you around there.
Yeah, I've been off doing my own thing, kind of. I don't know,
What you been doing? Chilling.
kind of, pretty much watching a lot of true crime documentaries.
Ah, that's fun.
Doing that, hanging out with my best friend who lives down the street.
Okay.
Um, there's been a lot of things.
You never kept in touch with your ex. Remember she came on my podcast. What's her name? Stacy?
Tiffany. No,
Tiffany.
I,
Tiffany.
I occasionally hear from her, but yeah, we don't really talk that much.
Okay.
She's got a new man in her life. They're happily married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you know, but I kind of got into it a little bit with Tiffany's sister. Her sister was all concerned, and
Yeah, I know. I remember that. I think I remember that. Yeah, I
hopefully,
remember that.
hopefully things are patched up in her family and all's good.
Yeah, yeah, dude, like, nah,
Not good.
that's a whole can of worms,
Yeah.
dude.
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to get into that. That's a
No. No.
whole can
Yeah.
of worms.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Although I did mention you to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I miss that guy." But
Ah. Ah. It's
yeah,
cool.
so she does kind of miss you.
You
So
can. You can.
I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you very
That
much. You
her,
can let her
yeah,
know. She can reach out. Send her my email address. She can reach out if she wants to say hi. And
yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad she found a husband and all that. It's cool.
I'm glad she found some kind of peace getting
Yeah.
away from her mom. That's what I'm happy about. She found some peace in that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So that's
Very,
what I'm happy about, really.
very cool. Not too
Oh,
cold outside on your porch there.
no, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but it's like 50 something degrees right now.
Okay, I'll Google that.
Fahrenheit.
So you're somewhere around the 10, 12 mark, maybe Celsius. That's pretty nice. That's nice for March
It's
1st,
chilly.
March 2nd.
It's chilly, but it's not like, oh,
Parka
it's
time.
cold. But yeah, it's around that time where it starts,
It's been a mild winter up here. Pretty mild.
really, it's been a mild winter up there in Canada.
Yeah. Yes, it has.
You've- Yeah, friggin' A80.
Ah, was that?
David, don't ask me why I know certain Canadian slang terms.
Your dealer's
Friggin'
Canadian.
A-righty. Friggin' A-righty.
Oh, friggin' A, right. A. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah,
Bob and Doug McKenzie style.
yeah, yeah. That's also pretty much the entire province of Alberta.
Uh, yeah. It's a bit different here in Quebec. I mean, I'm from Ontario, but the slang and the accent is a little bit different up here, Quebec. It's a distinct
Yeah, well,
society.
you're from right. You're from Toronto, and everybody's like, yeah. One day, like Mike came over, and then we were like, he was like, yeah, the Canadian rise, like, eh? Almost sounds like a question.
Yeah, yeah,
Or they, or you go lower, and it means the other person is now free to talk.
yeah. So you studied this. So I'm not from Toronto. I'm from Kingston, Ontario.
Ah, you're from outside the city.
Yes. Well, like a 3 hours outside of
Yeah,
the city.
yeah. So you're from Ontario, but not the city.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was it was it was what do you call it? It was the city that they wanted to be the capital of, was it the capital of Ontario or the capital of Canada? I can't remember. Kingston was pegged as it was going to be the capital, but they changed their mind. Let me look that up.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because the town next to me that used to be part of the town I live in, um, that was once up for county seat of the county I live in. Oh, David, I wanted to tell you something. The first Catholic church built in my county was built in the town I live in.
Oh, no way.
Hmm.
Nice. Is it beautiful?
And it now it's a very it's a it's a very plain church,
Okay.
if that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's pretty plain for a Catholic.
Is
It's
it
pretty
wood
plain
frame?
for a Catholic church, but they were Irish Catholic. I
Oh,
believe so. Yeah.
cool. You'll have to send me photos if
Um.
you go there.
It's now the historical society building.
Oh, yeah. Listen to
Yeah.
this. The Governor General, Lord Sydenham, chose Kingston as the first capital of the United Canadas, and it served that role from 1841 to 1844. The first meeting of the Parliament of the Province of Canada on June 13th, 1841, was held on the site of what is now Kingston General Hospital. Wow,
Wow.
pretty cool. So,
That's kind of dope.
yeah, interesting. In the U.S., do you know
You're
anything? Do you know anything about the how Washington D.C. came about, like that little territory there?
uh somewhat, yeah. It has to do with they created a separate district to be the capital of the United States, so no one state could lay claim to it.
Okay.
They made it neutral territory, so no one state could make a claim
How
to it.
big is it?
I actually think DC, the city itself, I'm not so sure. A couple square miles, I think.
Okay, small.
But I mean, whenever you say Washington D.C., I mean you're usually referring to the whole the whole metroplex, which is like Alexandria, Virginia, and Langley, Virginia, and shit. You're that's usually what I think when I say Washington D.C. I think of the whole thing, which includes several towns in Northern Virginia. I mean, Southern Virginia, and a few towns in Northern Maryland.
I'm just Googling it. Washington, D.C. near Baltimore. Wow, I had no idea that Delaware was on like an island or peninsula of some sort. Ocean City.
Yeah, look at the bottom half of my state, New Jersey. The whole state's a peninsula.
Wow. Wow, looks like a mini Florida down there.
Kind of.
Or
But
Italy.
I'd say I'd say New Jersey is more, if we're talking comparing it to different states, New Jersey is a little bit like we're kind of like it's California, but no.
Oh yeah,
Hmm. That's kind of what that's really the truth of it. It's California, but no.
you got sunshine down there.
In the summer, dude, in the summer, it can get hot like Florida in the summer here. Like it can get humid, like because I live a few miles from the ocean.
Ah,
I live like 13 miles from the ocean, so it can get humid as hell out here in the dead of summer.
no kidding. We got Sea Island City,
Sea
Avalon,
Isle City,
Strathmere. That's south. You're up
that's
more
south
north.
of me.
Okay, we got Ocean
Sea Isle
City.
City is Ocean City. That's north of me, I believe, too.
Oh, Palermo. That's a place. Palermo. That's a place in California.
Yeah. We have a we have a Lakewood, New Jersey. They have a Lakewood, California.
You spent time in California before?
No, I just have a bunch of friends out there, and we were comparing notes one day, and I went, yeah, yeah, California and New Jersey are basically similar, but no.
Pretty cool. There's so much to
It's
explore.
like it's like New Jersey. I've come to look at New Jersey as like California if you shrank it.
Oh,
Like really, it's California if you shrunk it. We're basically we're yeah, New Jersey is basically the East Coast California.
did California? Do they own the peninsula down there, the Baja stuff?
That belongs to Mexico.
Oh, but it says Baja California on it on the map.
Yeah, Baja California Sur or California Sur, which means California South. No, that's still owned by Mexico.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's Tijuana on the border.
Mexico, yeah, Mexico still owns that whole peninsula at the bottom of California.
Ah, I'm surprised the U.S. doesn't grab it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't grab it.
I'm surprised the U.S. didn't grab Canada.
You guys would probably would have been better off.
Uh, there's a question for you. You prefer Biden or Trudeau? That's a tough one. I prefer Biden myself, but
If we're talking Biden versus Trudeau, God, they're both terrible. But I guess Trudeau because he's not a feeble old man. That's the only qualifier. That he's not a feeble, demented old man. So yeah, I'll go with Trudeau on that.
you got any predictions for 2024 election down there?
My predictions for 2024 election. Hmm.
Selection or election?
Well, probably a bit from column A, a bit from column B, probably. So it goes every year, really. But Trump's election threw a whole monkey wrench into their plans. That's kind of fun.
Is he still going? I don't know if I can still hear you. Say something.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
yeah, yeah, it does work. Yeah, it does work. Okay, I thought the microphone dropped out there.
Testing, testing. One, two, three.
So, do you think?
You're listening to you're listening to the Catholic Versus podcast on YouTube.com.
Yeah, or maybe elsewhere. But
or maybe elsewhere.
nice voice, actually.
Find it wherever, find it wherever you can find podcasts.
Hey, Phil Gonzalez in the live chat. Pie crust. He said he calls you pie crust. That's a cute nickname.
Do you know how many people have called me that over the years? It doesn't bother me anymore.
He says Harambe 2024. Who's Harambe's?
Phil.
Who is that?
Harambe 2024. Hey, Phil, if you're listening, that's how all of this started, was when Harambe was killed. That's how all of this weird shit started.
Oh, Harambe the monkey guy?
Yeah, Harambe
Gorilla.
the gorilla. Harambe 2024. Phil, that's good. That's good. I like that. That's funny.
2016. Okay. Ah, interesting.
That's when all the weird shit started happening. I'm convinced that's when all the weird shit started happening.
Wow. Phil knows. He always knows. He knows things. Cheers to you. Here, cheers.
Cheers.
I could cheers you on the camera with
Cheers.
my Phil mug.
I'm gonna drink what I assume is like what keeps clouds going, I guess. I don't know.
Fago.
Yeah, it's a they were out of they're out of Michigan,
Okay. Any?
but they're actually owned by the same company that owns Shasta, National Beverage Company. So
Okay.
so basically, but I think Fago's the better soda than Shasta. There, I said it.
Edge Lord. Uh,
Edge Lord. Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong.
it's a. It's the hot take. Fago's better. I've never even heard of Fago till today. But that sounds like a little bit of a faggy name. How did they come up with that?
It's actually a shortened form of the original founder's name. The original founder is the Figert brothers, I believe.
Uh huh. Oh. Okay.
They've got all types of weird flavors, man. Chocolate cream pie, key lime pie,
Wow.
pineapple orange, which is pretty good, actually.
Firework flavor. I wonder what that tastes like.
Freedom in America.
Uh,
Tastes
oh,
like America.
they sell tonic water too. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, because I think a lot of people use Faygo as mixers.
Uh,
I mean, the cotton candy one is actually fairly good with like vodka.
wow.
But it is weird. But I did find out something very odd. The Dr. Pepper the combined Dr. Pepper and cream soda flavor they have,
Yeah.
it's weirdly close. It actually is very, very close to tasting like this. It's very, very weird.
Ah. They're from
So,
Detroit, Michigan. Okay.
so I thought about it and I'm like, hey, I wonder if Faygo took their Dr. Pepper clone and their cream soda and put it into a soda and realized it tasted like cotton candy.
Listen to this headline now. How a Jewish soda company helped the insane clown posse fight the Nazis.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
the thing
headline
about
for
the
you.
juggle. That's the thing about the juggalos, man. They do not tolerate racist pricks.
Cool. If you have any Juggalo friends, give them my email address and I'll see if I can have one on just to chat
Yeah,
about the
that'd be
the scene. I don't know if it's a top secret scene, but I watched a couple of documentaries about it.
nah. Not there's a couple of documentaries. Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Whoop. What did they say? Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Much mother effing clown love. Wiki clown love. There you go. I don't know, man. But the ironic part is that Shaggy and Violent J are actually like they're pretty hardcore Christians. Like it's
Cool.
pretty hilarious actually. Pretty
Hey,
fun. I mean,
what?
that their whole shtick for the group is and people took them seriously. It's literally their whole shtick is don't do this shit or you'll wind up in.
Oh, okay. You think they might be open to coming on the podcast if I reach out to some of the guys in the band?
I don't know.
I'll give them a
Maybe.
shot. I'll give
I
it
don't
a
know.
shot. Who's the most interesting one I should reach out to?
Well, they're kind of a little abrasive, but they seem chill. I don't know. Probably Violet J. He seems maybe Shaggy. I don't know. Either of them. They I don't know.
How many guys in the band?
It's just two. Just two dudes. Just
Ah.
Shaggy Two Dope and Violent J.
Wow. Which one's the big guy? I know this one of the guys bigger.
Oh, that's Violet J.
Okay. Cool. Very cool. My friend Phil says, I just got out of Vespers and I fear I've missed out on some quality silence. He's making fun of our awkward silences here. He's making fun of us.
Whatever. No.
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
Awkward silence could lead to funny moments.
Not a problem for me. Not a problem for me. He says you got to try Moxie soda. Moxie soda.
I've had it. It's made with like gentian root, I believe. Pretty good. Used to only be able to find it up in northern New Jersey, like around the Delaware Water Gap and like up there.
Mm.
It's also up there where they filmed the first Friday the 13th.
Ah.
They filmed that in a town called Hope, and Blairstown. That's where the camp is that they filmed the original Friday the 13th at. That's Boy Scout Camp Nobobosco, Blairstown, New Jersey.
Mm. Have there been 13 films in the series yet? Or how many do they have? They have one,
I
two,
think there's
three,
fifth. I think there's
five,
15
six, seven,
actually.
8,
I'm not
9,
sure.
10, 11, 12. I see 12 on this list. Maybe there are
I
more.
think that's about. I think that's about right. 13 maybe. I think there actually is 13 films.
They should come out with a 13th if they haven't already. 2009 seems to be the last one. Friday the 13th, 2009.
That was the remake. It wasn't that good
Surprise, surprise.
because they totally missed the point. Like Jason's not the killer in the first movie. It's his mother's the killer.
Oh, 1980 was the first one. It was a budget of half a million. It cost them 20 million to make the latest one, 30 million to make the one before that, Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, that was actually good. I liked that one. That was a lot of fun. But I met I met the dude who played Freddy years ago at HorrorCon. I met
Oh,
Robert Englund.
ah, cool.
Nicest man you'd ever want to meet.
Freddy Krueger. That was a cool character.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like, you know, I've always kind of thought horror movies as kind of an expression of the insane, but like in an artistic way. Like I don't know how to explain it, but there always seems to every time I've watched a horror movie, I always feel whenever I leave watching a horror movie, I always feel surprisingly relaxed, calm afterwards because I think it's I think it's the getting the scare part out.
What's the most scared you've ever been in watching a movie?
Okay, but always actually not not really a movie. I played so I used to be a gamer back in the day. I was playing Silent Hill 2 one night, and that's psychological horror, and playing it with the lights off. And I smoked a little, and I was playing it. Like, yeah, I recommend people do not play psychological horror video games while stoned. Not a good time. Not a good time.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the horror genre of video games. It's just like, at the beginning of the game
Th-
where they say adjust the brightness so it's barely visible, I crank up the brightness all the way.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one horror video game that actually does have a fairly good that is a lot of fun is Resident Evil. That really is actually a lot of fun,
Okay,
like genuine fun, because it's also got kind of a good story. Because the original game from '96, I figured out what two things Capcom jammed together to make that series. They combined B horror movie schlock with a cop drama.
ah,
Yeah,
cool,
and it's like it's one part police procedural and one part B horror movie,
cool.
and it turned it into a very enduring series. And they've made three remakes so far. The
Oh,
original remake from 2001, three or two, 2002, of the original game, and then they remade two, three, and four. Oh no, they put out four remakes. Yeah, they remade one, two, and one, two, three, and four. Yeah,
wow. There's also Resident Evil Zero.
that's the prequel to the first game. That's the
Okay.
prequel. I like that. I like that one.
Wow. Hey, did you ever play those games with the girl? She's like a Indiana Jones kind of girl.
Oh, Tomb Raider. Yeah, yeah, I played Tomb Raider.
A lot of games in that series. A lot of games.
Yeah, I actually like Tomb Raider a lot. That's actually a if you were into games, I think you'd actually kind of dig that one. That would be one you'd probably dig.
Which of the games do you like the best? Because there are a lot of games.
Of all the Tomb Raiders,
Yeah.
two. The original version of two.
Ah, let me look it up. They were hard. The first ones were hard though, right?
Kinda. But once you got the
The
hang of it, it was
mechanics.
fairly easy. Once you got the mechanics, it was fairly easy.
Okay.
But see, I was more of I favored racing games more.
Ah, oh yeah.
Like like okay, I've never heard that siren before.
Hopefully it's not coming for you.
That's weird. Sounds like a European siren.
Weird.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear it. Hopefully all is well.
that's wild, dude.
I remember I used to like way back in the 80s I played a couple of racing games. I enjoyed it, but I haven't played sort of like a modern car game.
Let me guess, like pole position.
I can't even remember the name. It might have been. It might have been pole
or
position.
out or outrun.
No, it's probably pole position. But I
Oh,
remember.
it's a fire truck. That was weird. I've never heard of fire truck.
Ah,
Have a I didn't know they had a European sounding siren on on the trucks.
oh yeah. I used to like
It's a,
the old Tron game. Remember that one? Really old one.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Tron is a video game movie, but they did make a game out of it.
Yeah, in the '80s I had the game on my Apple IIe. Tron.
Damn, an Apple IIe. That's
Yeah.
fun.
My favorite game was Snake Bite, where you if you bite an apple you grow, but you can't run into yourself or a wall or whatever.
Uh, Fun.
You just keep growing. I don't know if you know those. There are lots of these snakes games now.
Yeah. Um, that seems a little Garden of Eden there.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember Cubert?
Think about think about it though.
Yeah.
It seems a little Garden of Eden.
A lot of apples though.
Yeah.
Remember that stupid
What did you
Cubert
say?
game?
Cubert. I like Cubert.
That freaked me out.
Cubert's actually it's kind of a fun game.
Do you remember Frogger?
Yes, that game is actually genuine. Like if you're trying to like that game really is a good test of skill. Like hand-eye coordination and skill. That's really a good test of it. That game.
I should play that. I should download a emulator and play that.
Yeah. Like if you could like I've played it on like arcade hardware.
Okay.
That game really is a genuine test of skill.
The cops should use that for a drunk test on the side of the road. Here, play Frogger.
Yeah, here play Frogger. Yeah.
You're drunk, son.
Dead. You're drunk. Imagine that. Your failed sobriety tests. You have to play Frogger. You have to play through 2 rounds of Frogger and not die.
It's appropriate too because it's got the traffic.
Traffic and yeah, or you have to, or you have to play Grand Theft Auto and file and fly and follow every every law.
Oh, did they come out with six yet? Are they coming out with that?
um, I don't know, man. There's like a controversy over GTA 6.
Oh yeah, I'll look it up.
Oh,
I don't really like those games. I did play them 4 and 5 obsessively, but I don't like it.
the the much funnier stuff is the people RPing with the fast
That's hilarious.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's
That's some
hilarious.
funny stuff, man. I've been
Yeah.
watching GTA 5 RP for a long time. That is some funny stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of good, a lot of good bits have come out of that. Like there's this one channel I always watch, um, Djibouti Dubs, well Djibouti Show. They do that sometimes. They GTA 5 role play, and it's just those guys are like basic are comedians. It's funny. They did one where they had frickin' Guy Fieri going around recommended food. Like they had Fieri in the game. Like they made like the character builder and they made an avatar of Guy Fieri. They named him I think Guy Ferry, and they and because Justin, one of the guys at Djibouti does a really good Guy Fieri impression, like a an exaggerated Guy Fieri impression, but it's really good. And he's playing Guy Fieri, and people are actually like buying it. They're like, asking him to review food and shit. It's like the dumbest shit, but it's so good.
Some pretty ridiculous nonsense I've seen on the role
On
playing
the
there.
old tube of you. On the old tube of you. Well, it used to be the tube of you. Now it's the tube of. Eh.
I still can't find a release date for it. What, it's supposed to be December 2023. That's far gone. Oh, it's scheduled to be released in
It's
2025. What?
yeah, they pushed it back a year. I forget why, but they pushed it back a year.
Oh, it looks crappy anyway from what little I saw.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you. Yeah, I agree because five was pretty good. I mean, from a mechanics standpoint and like how the game ran, it's better than four. I think five ran better than four.
Well, I think the best graphics were like, 2016 up till around that era. That's what I like. It's a bit crappier graphics, but for some reason I find it more immersive than the slick
Yeah,
graphics.
I I agree. Yeah, I agree. Like it's just off enough to still have
Cinematic.
a
It's more
fantasy
cinematic.
element.
Yeah, it's got a fantasy
More
element to it.
cinematic. It's got a fantasy element to it. Yeah, because I mean, our entertainment to escape reality and everything. It's
Yeah.
been dumbed down to the point of being like terrible, like literally terrible. Like I hate almost everything modern is crap.
Yeah. Well, it's just too polished and it's just they don't put the emphasis in
Like
the right place,
like
which
well, like David, like take a movie made in the early '90s, like Terminator 2. That was the visual effects in that movie still look modern, and that was what 33 years ago.
was it?
Yeah, 1991.
Wow. I always think of the 90s
And the
just like
special
as just
effect,
a couple of years ago. I always think of the 90s just a couple of years ago.
dude, I was a kid in the '90s. Like I was a kid in the '90s. Like I was born the first, like the the March of '89. So I'm a '90s kid. Like I was born in the last decade of the last year of the '80s. So that's why I have an affinity with the '80s as well, because you know, hello, even though I was born in '89, still born in the '80s.
Yeah. I was born in 70, so
Yeah, 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 man. Wow. Yeah, you're
gonna
in
be
your 50s
54.
now.
I'm gonna be 54 March 18th.
Well, you look great, David.
Thank you very much.
You look great for 54. Damn. No, but no, that's good. That's a
Thank
good
you.
thing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I get lots of exercise. I don't eat very well, but it's for some reason it seems to work for me.
Man, I I'm looking at over over I don't know what would be your right, and I see that strat hanging on the wall. Yeah, the strat hanging on the wall.
Yeah, I think you mentioned to me that you know how to straighten out the
Uh, yeah, that sounds like that thing needs like some neck work.
major work, some major work. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
haven't
could always
touched
go
it.
online and get a new neck.
I just get a new guitar, but I mean, I'm just not really not into that. I'm really not that into guitar. It just hurts my body playing it. I prefer the keys and just MIDI composition. I got to get back into that. It's been so many years. I've been
The key,
procrastinating.
the key. Uh, yeah. So there is a reason why you like progressive rock because you play the keyboard.
Yeah.
I
I
knew
love
it.
it. I love the
I
keyboard.
knew. I knew it.
I love
I
it.
knew it. I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason you like prog rock because you're a
Yeah.
keyboard player.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of any music, It's just like my friend in Australia keeps sending me this pop music and It's all really cheesy stuff, but
Well,
if it's got good keyboard in it, I'm like, hey,
well,
that sounded pretty good.
well. I play bass guitar, so you know,
So you're drawn to the bass.
drawn to that. I could play a little. Like, if I had that in my hands right now, I probably could play it, that guitar next to you. Even with the broken neck, I could probably still freaking play it.
Yeah, my friend Phil says geriatric procrastination. Tell me about it. Wow. Wow.
That'd be a good name for a band.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Geriatric procrastination. That'd be a good name for a band.
speaking of which, I've been listening to Phil's music and it's very good. It's very good. I'll send you some links. It's very good. He does some sort of singer-songwriter stuff, just him and the guitar. He does stuff with a couple of bands.
That's fun.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool.
I
When's the
mean,
last time you were in a band?
the what name?
Yeah, never?
That not really. No, maybe just jamming with friends, but that's about it.
How recently?
A couple months ago, I was down at the guitar shop and I was jamming with one of the employees there. He's a friend. And so is the owner. The owner's a friend of mine.
Phil says I only play with warped necks. Gives that twang.
Warped warped neck, a warped neck guitar. You could do some things with a warped neck guitar. With a guitar with a warped neck, stick a capo on it, and you could do slide. You could play slide. So you know, you could if that neck is bowed out or whatever.
Concave or convex? That's the thing.
Which way is it going?
I don't know.
You'd have to look down the neck and see where the neck is going.
Can you
If
see?
there's a does it ah oh wait, hold it sideways. That's a good way to tell.
It seems to
Huh.
be
It does.
scooped this way to me.
Yeah, it actually might just need a truss rod adjustment.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a guitar guy, but
Yeah, there's probably a shop somewhere in Montreal you could take it to.
I'm not that bothered. No, I'm not bothered, mate.
Not bothered, mate. No, 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 oh, no,
So have you been to England? I don't know.
no. But like me mum's family, me mum's dad's family, they're all from there.
You sound like Stuart Goldring from Gnitterlog.
Kinda, yeah. That's kind of what I was. He's got that kind of thing. Hello, yeah,
Did you watch that episode?
yeah. I did. Yeah, that was actually awesome, dude. That you managed to get like
One of my heroes.
the dude from Gnilderog. That's awesome.
Did you like any of the other
You know,
songs on the albums? Did you
on
like?
the first album,
Yeah, did you
yeah,
like the first
that's
album?
I did. That's some like I don't know, man, but they influenced a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Like I was looking through, I forget who said, but there was a lot of British bands that were fans, like other bands and other like players that were fans of them.
They're a band's band. Hey, Nicola Krisick just showed
Yeah,
up.
they're yeah, they kind of are a band. They're your favorite band's favorite band.
Nicola said,
But like I told you before, their bass player Mars Cowling went on to play with Pat Travers for a long time.
"Yeah, that's too much straight
Hmm.
up. That's straight up rock and roll, or straight rock, or whatever
Hmm.
it is. I don't really like that kind of stuff, but I mean, that's
But
cool.
it is interesting
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that he went from experimental progressive rock to more straight ahead rock. That's kind of an interesting
He had
journey,
the
really.
chops for it. He had the chops for it by that time for sure.
That's the truth. Like it is kind of weird going from the first Skinidrolog album to listening to Pat Travers and hear him playing straightforward, straight
Four
ahead
four.
rock tunes. It's like yeah, but he was really good at it though. Like his rock rhythms were good. Like his rock bass playing was really really good. It was still fairly complex. It was simpler, but it was still fairly complex for being simple.
That's the joke they make
So
when a prog guy goes and plays just pop or rock or whatever. They say he has to learn how to count to four. You gotta learn how to
yeah,
count to four
yeah,
because he's
yeah.
used to doing
I
seven,
mean
11, and all the other time signatures.
as a bass player, yeah, that's kind of how we what we play. Like if we're playing by ourselves
Ah,
and we're using it like a lead instrument, it's all like sevens, fives, eights. Like you start getting into that kind of it's very natural to start playing things in weird time signatures on a bass guitar.
well, what's his name from Rush? What's the guy's name? Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee, yeah.
He has a TV series where he interviews bass players. I think you might like it.
I think I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen previews for it. Yeah, I wanted to watch the Les Claypool episode because they're friends in real life. So it's like, oh shit, yeah, all right.
my friend
Yeah,
my friend Nicholas saying, "Hey, it's the three guys I want to be just like when I grow up." What a coincidence! He's talking about you, me, and Phil.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing out there? Hey, no, no, that's just me doing like New York Italian guy. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
What?
Nicola's
That's
Albanian though, just in case you didn't know. He's Albanian.
Albanian.
You
Wow,
got to put
that's
on your Albanian accent now.
I don't know how to do that. I could be like, hello, Habibi, how are you? That's about all I got. That's about all I got from that region of the world.
So,
I mean, my favorite voices though to fall back in is Canadian. Hey, there you go.
how far are you from
Hey
Canada?
there,
Are you like 5 hours away from Canada, or 3 hours, 2 hours?
something like that. Like, if I go up to upstate New York, it's probably about 6 hours or something
Wow, that's
from
far. That's
from
far.
I don't know from Toronto. I think I don't know
Okay.
or something.
It's not that far. That's not that far. I have to drive 7 hours to get to Toronto myself, so
Yeah.
from Montreal.
Well, I live in the Garden State,
Ooh.
and I live in the place that's the domain of the Jersey Devil. I live in the Pine
Is the Jersey Devil really a thing? Is that a like a Bigfoot or what is it?
Belt. It's what do they call it? A cryptid? Is what they refer to that as. But you know, it, local legend where I'm from. They even made a video game back in the '90s. They made a video game called Jersey Devil.
Uh-huh.
It
Apparently
was on
it's
the place. It was on the PlayStation.
ah, fact or fiction. Okay. Number of people have seen it. Ah.
I've never seen them, but I swear I've heard it.
It was that European siren.
Yeah, it sounded like wee oo wee oo wee oo wee oo.
Get out of the car. Put your hands on your head and get out of the car. That's what it sounds like.
Get out. Yeah,
Get out
or
of the car. Get out of the car with your hands behind your back and play Frogger for me.
on a DUI traffic stop.
What device could they use for that? Like, I mean, a tablet, like full blown tablet, or
P- uh, an old PSP with emulator software. Uh, uh, Dead. Ah, sorry,
Jail.
sir and son, you're going to jail.
Jail.
Back in the car. Oh, gonna get it. Nope, nope. Like I said, the rules are you get through 2 levels without dying, you're good. You died on the first level. You only got boop right into the street. Now get in the chair.
That was a good one. That was good. So I've got 0 minutes left with you because I gotta go. I just started a brand new puzzle. When's the last time you did a jigsaw puzzle?
Oh man, been a while.
Since you were a kid.
Been a
Since you
while.
were a kid.
No, probably about 5 years. I was like,
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Because usually we do a puzzle and then we leave it on the table for a while.
Yeah.
We
We
we leave
mount
it
them.
finished.
We mount them on
Oh,
Bristol board, and
oh,
if
that's cool.
if it's cool, if they like it, like I got one here. It's that's a really easy one, a kids one that I did. It's incredibly easy, but the reason I like it is because it's got Noah's Ark. I don't know if you can see it, Noah's Ark with the animals.
Oh yeah,
That's one of my
that's
favorites.
cool. That's actually kind of, well, that's a cool picture actually.
I've always liked the pictures of
Cool.
Noah's Ark.
Kind of look. Kind of looks. Wow, that actually looks like the cover for a progressive rock
Yeah, it does. Now that you
album.
mention
It
it.
really, it really does. It looks like it looks like the album cover of a prog rock album. That's kind of dope. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's very cool.
From a band called I don't know,
You're gonna make up a name
something
now?
like, yeah, I'm gonna make up a name. Okay, if that was that
Fago
if
Cola?
that does sound like a prog rock. No, something like I don't know.
Phil made me laugh. Phil made me
Wait,
laugh. He
wait,
says, "Okay, go ahead.
wait,
Go ahead. Go
wait.
ahead."
Big ass boat.
What's it called?
Big ass boat.
Big S boat.
Yeah, big like damn, that's a big ass boat.
That reminds me. That reminds me. Okay, first I got to tell you. I think I got a contact high from being around you while you're stoned. But anyway, um,
Probably.
but
A virtual contact high? Probably.
but I get those. But my friend Phil says you can go to jail or do a jigsaw puzzle. That's what the cops give two options. Like you can go to jail or do a jigsaw.
go to go to jail and do a jigsaw puzzle. Man, that needs to be a comedy skit. Hell, that's funny. It's like, okay, I can either take you to jail or you do this 200 pieces of jigsaw puzzle in 3 minutes. Go. Oh no, what? The guy's freaking out like, what?
we
And he
should
does it, and the cop's like, you're free to go.
we should reform the prison system. Just make it into jigsaw puzzle challenge.
To get out of the UI. Have to do it.
All right, my friend. So listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. But is there anything else we didn't touch on that you wanted to touch on? I mean, we touched on a
No,
lot of
man,
random points there.
we did go off on a tangent, man. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
Sometimes you need the whatchamacallit, the podcast that's just more
Free flow.
friendly free flow and friendly chit chat. You need that every now and again because it balances everything else out.
Yeah. Did you watch when I did with Sede Picante? I did a Prague episode with him and his brother. Did you catch that one?
Uh, no, I didn't.
You might want to check that out because we go through maybe 16 albums and just sort of
Oh
talk
wow,
talk briefly about them. So I gave
wow.
eight. I gave eight. He gave eight. I'd be interested to hear your feedback actually, because the albums that were discussed, they range from the classics, Pink Floyd, Jethro Tull, King Crimson, and then
Well,
of course I threw in
well, I
Gnidra Log and everything.
Yeah, I actually have a original copy of Aqualung.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
belonged to my uncle, man. Yeah, I
Wow.
got that. That's a great album.
Yeah, yeah,
That is legitimately a great album. Like that
yeah.
whole thing is. I even got like, like it's weird. Like my prog tastes are like really weird. Like I like the real some of the mainstream stuff, but I also like some of the weird stuff that was like. Well, I've been listening to this this um unknown, relatively unknown psych band from my home state
Oh,
that I randomly discovered their album on YouTube. And
cool.
some they were originally released on United Artists Records in March of 1970.
Nice.
And the album went basically it was out and it went nowhere. Like nobody picked it up. But these guys were from a town probably about an hour and a half north of me called New Milford. They were called Omnibus.
Okay.
And yeah, they were a
What's the album
weird
called?
self-titled.
Okay. I'm gonna check them out. It's straight up psychedelia, or what is it?
And I don't know, man. It kind of imagine like a band heavily influenced by the Doors.
Oh, okay. I've got it on my YouTube here. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna listen to it. Doors, yeah.
It, it's like the Door.
Carnivalesque.
No, like the Door, like the first track on the album sounds like the Doors meets Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Like,
Wow.
like legit. But I don't know. I find it to be kind of like a relatively rare, obscure album that's just kind of good in a weird way. It's just like, oh shit, there was these guys from Jersey doing this kind of crazy crap. They were like, it's all fuzzed out to the nines, and
Uh,
there's there's a lot of great keyboard work.
uh, you got my attention with that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of great organ work in it. So it's kind of like, I don't know, there's kind of tinges of early prog in it, and it's kind of interesting.
I'll check it out. I just bookmarked it so I can definitely check it out.
Yeah, the songs are like the man song, It's All in Your Heart. They actually have a song called Shake It Off.
Okay. Shake it up. Shake it
Yeah,
up.
but it's actually different. It's more it actually seems to be heavily influenced by Billy Stewart's cover of Summertime from the play Porgy and Bess.
Okay.
It seems to be influenced quite a bit by that, but it's very Doors-esque. Like
Hey,
it's
hey,
cool.
I want to just mention to Phil, he turned me on to the Shangri-Las, which was like this old girl band back in the, what was it,
Yeah,
60s.
they were good, yeah.
But I was listening to the album. It's good. And of course, I knew that song, the classic song. I forget which one it is. But then I discovered this other song and I said, hey, this sounds really good. I think I've heard this before. And I'm like, yeah, this is like the TikTok viral video snap. Like they did this sample from this song on the Shangri-La. So it's pretty cool to discover that. My friend Nicola has a question for you. Do the demons bother you a lot or not really? Do you actually have demons that bother you?
No,
They don't bother you?
no.
You might be in danger then. If they're not bothering you, that's a bad sign.
Well, not like, not no. Maybe I don't know.
Yes,
And
no,
if they
maybe.
do, if they do, I'm probably not paying attention.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the danger. Are you firmly what's your relationship with God now that you found God? Like you have any sort of prayer life at all?
a little
And
bit of one.
bearing in mind, prayer is nothing more or less than raising your thoughts to God. So you think about God and you're on His side. That's
Yeah,
prayer. That's prayer.
yeah, that happens a lot.
That's cool. So keep in touch with that, and the demons won't bother you. Maybe they're not bothering you.
No, because it's just like, hey, man, you want to bother me, you know, uh,
I'm gonna tell Daddy.
yeah, I'm gonna tell Dad. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Daddy. Yeah,
There you go. So the
I'll tell
fat.
him, and he'll be like, stop bothering him. Dang.
So the family's good. Your family's good. There, everything's good.
Yeah, everything's
Life's
everything's
chill.
fine, man. Yeah, pretty much.
The dog's good. I saw him through the window.
It's very good
I
at
just
it.
assumed his gender, by the way, but
No, I have a cat. You're gonna think this is funny. I have a black cat.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
I like
I
black
have
cats. I like black cats.
yeah, I have a black cat.
I like orange cats, uh, tabby cats, black cats, white. I don't think I've ever met a white cat that I like, but if it's orange, white, and brown, then that's cool.
But but here's the funny thing about black cats is black cats have very funny personality.
Ah, like on
They do.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, that was a good black cat
Yeah, yes, but hey, did you know that the Sabrina Teenage the Witch, the house in it is actually
in New Jersey.
uh, it is, yeah, it's in Freehold.
How did I guess?
It it's in Freehold, right on Main Street, Freehold.
Cool. I like that. I like that actress, even though she's very woke. But I like her.
Yeah. But like it is weird like driving Main Street in Freehold and I'm like, "Oh, there's the house."
Cool.
Because I
That was
probably passed that.
that was a pretty
I've
hilarious
probably
show, by the way. It was pretty hilarious.
it was, but they used 7 different cats to portray Salem plus a puppet.
Yeah. Yeah, the puppet was pretty bad. That was
Yeah.
pretty bad, but it was funny. It was funny because it was so
Yeah.
bad.
I think the fact it was kind of like it seemed to
Yeah, yeah.
have the intentionally bad, like it was
They're
like
not
a
trying to hide
we
it.
know it. Yeah. We know it sucks. Don't worry about it.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that. If I
But
were
yeah,
if I were
they
ever to get a
used
cat, that's the kind of cat I want. A fake one. I don't have to feed it and clean up after it.
yeah, that they used 7 different cats to portray Salem.
Pretty cool. I've never
Uh,
seen
my
a fat black cat. I've seen fat orange cats. I've never seen a fat black one.
my cat's not fat. My cat's huge.
What's the
He's
difference?
big. He's lean,
He's big boned.
but he's huge.
It might be a leopard or something.
Maybe he looks like somebody turned a shrink ray on a puma.
Puma. Oh wow, yeah. Wow.
He's very
Athletic looking.
very he's very limber.
Bring him out. Let's take a look.
I I can't. I'm
Okay.
outside.
Okay. Next
But
time. Next time.
yeah, next time. Or I got a couple of pictures. I'll send you one.
Phil got a new nickname for me. Dave the Aging Warlock.
Dave. eh, that's not
It's not quite right.
that's not that's not quite right, but it's not wrong either. It's kind
Warlock.
of it's kind of interesting. I don't know, man. You know, no matter what religion you're looking at, there's always some kind of mystical shit in it, except atheism.
They have quantum physics. What's
Yeah, they
the
have quantum
mystical part?
physics, but like I'm saying is, why can't quantum why can't quantum physics be evidence of God to these people? Like that's how I see it. It's evidence he exists
Absolutely.
because it's the math of the universe. It's the math he used to create it. Bam,
Mic drop.
bam, Mike. Yeah, exactly. Bam, mic drop. but I mean, I mean, I'm not offending people, but it's
You just offended Brenda, so watch what you say, please.
um, but yeah, that's how I see it. I mean, it's just more proof that he exists.
Absolutely, my brother. So next time you come back, it'll have to be a little bit sooner. Don't leave it
Yeah, don't leave it
four
hanging for
years.
that
Don't
long,
leave it
dude.
hanging
I
for
miss,
4 years.
yeah, I kind of miss this, dude.
Yeah,
I miss just being the one person on your podcast that's just kind of just the guy who's just,
freestyle
hey, it's just freestyle. Just I don't know,
on the
because my
porch,
brain,
on the
yeah,
porch
on the
in
porch
March.
hanging out, on the porch in March hanging out.
Did you ever go back and watch any of your old footage just for like it's like a
I have for
snapshot in time to go back and say, hey,
Yeah, I've listened to it
okay,
to go back, and then I was in a really bad place back then. Holy crap.
largely because of your sister and all that, or
Yeah, I was in
other
a
stuff.
yeah, a lot of stuff. I was in a bad place back then, man.
Yeah, you seem more chill. You seem more chill now, more well adjusted.
Ye- Yeah,
You're
just uh,
you're even getting better looking as you age too, which is good. The aging warlock.
the aging warlock. The dude who was nothing more than some random guy from the shore.
Well, you look a bit younger now. I don't know what it is. Maybe you're less stressed, less worried.
I think that's what it is, I stopped caring what was really going on in the world. I'm like, dude, it's not happening where I am. Why am I worried?
Don't worry, be happy, man.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always in the back of my mind, but I've put other things at the front.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right, my brother. So, any last words? I'll give you the floor. You can give the listeners something to think about.
Uh, you know, just don't let don't let things stress you out. Uh, just, you know, try to be as good as you can be.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I got. Just, you know,
What it says in
be
the
good
Old
to yourself
Testament.
and be good to others.
What it's yeah. Be good to yourself and good to others. What it says in the Old Testament is avoid evil and do good. I thought that was a good summary of life. Avoid evil
Yeah,
and do
avoid
good.
evil, do
Do
good.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
pretty
pretty
much.
cool. That's pretty cool. That sounds like what you're saying. And
That's
I
exactly what I'm saying.
I forgot to ask you about Gaza and Palestine and
Oh,
Israel. Oops.
don't.
Oops. Next time.
Oops.
Next time. That's Phil. He's just jabbing me because he makes fun of me because I ask all my guests about that. What's
I
your one
mean,
sentence?
I don't.
What's your one sentence summary of Israel Palestine?
Um, Not my conflict. I'm not in that. I frankly don't care. But you know, I think just one of those things. It's been going on for a long time, that conflict, and there was that whole, like, frankly, fairly long without a severe incident like what happened a while ago. So I don't know what the future holds, man, but I hope it's a good one.
When it comes to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, do you have any favorites there, or
No,
not really?
no.
You do you believe in the Trinity, or you just believe in God the Father?
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Okay, so you believe in the Trinity.
I do.
Because the Jews and the Muslims
I think
don't.
it.
The Jews and the Muslims don't. So it
Yeah,
sounds like you're leaning towards Christianity.
yeah. Because to me, it I don't know. It makes sense to me.
That's cool. And you're culturally Christian anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah,
With the Methodist background, is that right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was raised as.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been having some Methodist guests on, and it seems like a pretty cool story of Wesley and all that.
Yeah, John Wesley. Yeah, he was like a like a circuit rider.
Circuit rider.
Yeah, like a circuit preacher.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Yeah, seems like a cool guy. So,
Yeah, and technically the Methodist Church is a spin-off of the Anglican Church.
uh,
Yeah.
all right, my brother.
It's like,
So, nice seeing you again, and we'll have you back on in the not too distant
yeah,
future.
yes, I'd like to get back into this. This
And
is always
I'll see you in the live chat probably because I've been seeing you there lately. So keep it up
yeah, I've been popping in, because
when you can.
I don't know, man. Yeah, when I can. It's just, kind of been busy, you know.
Not a
Haven't
problem.
really had, haven't really had a lot to do lately, so.
Well, you're on probation now, but your probation ends in next January. So then you'll
What?
be once again you'll be a full member of the CVS. I'm just joking. I'm just making up nonsense.
You're putting what is this, Animal House? You're putting me on double secret probation.
Phil's the star student right now. Phil's the star pupil right now. If you haven't noticed, Phil Gonzalez. He gets a gold star because he brings me an apple every day.
He gets a gold star. Here you go, sir.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
let me put it on this poster board. Bloop.
Bloop.
This is this is your progress, and this is your progress. You get nothing.
Nikola Tesla said, "Today's scientists have substituted experiments for math and wander off with equations, building a structure that has no relation to reality." That's what my friend Nikola Krisick says. So yeah, it's just sort of the atheist project, right? Is building these
Yeah.
castles in the
hmm
sky on sand and
But like to me, getting kind of going shifting back to that for a second. Yeah, like I'm a fan of, like I was always fascinated by chemistry, and I see that as a expression of it, an expression of God, because it's like, oh hey, look, you're taking something that he created in the earth, and you're doing something else with it,
it's pretty
making
cool.
stuff with it, like he intended.
Yeah, it's funny thinking about food, medicine, and alchemy. You know, the whole history of alchemy, and I think you
Yeah,
might have mentioned alchemy in the live chat once. Was that you? Was that you?
I think so. Yeah, I've always been fascinated by that whole period of history.
Proto science.
Proto-science, because it seems more like
It's more
at the
romantic. It's more
time
romantic and more
it's more
authentic.
it's more romantic, and it just feels like those because those people were still God-fearing people. So that's why I think that's the only really field, like chemistry is the only field of science that part of it is still good.
Yeah, I've never
So
heard any controversies about chemistry. Well, I guess other than
no,
medicine, medicine. I guess there's a lot of controversy in
yeah,
medicine.
medicine, but you know what I mean? Like I mean, but you can do some horrific shit with chemistry too. So
Yeah, Frankenstein. The story of Frankenstein, was that biology? I guess that was more biology than chemistry.
yeah, it's like it's alive. Dude, like, no, you're just a weirdo who dug up a corpse.
Did he ever name his monster or no?
I think the monster actually does have a name because it's not Frank. It's actually not. People get that wrong. It's Frankenstein's monster. I think he does have a name, but I can't remember what it
Fred.
is. And oh, this is my Monster friend, I don't know what to call you. Do I call you Corpse Man? I have no idea.
The irony is he was so creative to create this monster that he couldn't think of a friggin' name. Come on.
Yeah, I know. You go through this whole thing, and it's like you left them nameless. You made it. You revived the guy, and you left them nameless. Damn. It's like that's cold. That is seriously cold. You left the man hanging.
Even your cat gets a name, but you don't name your monster.
Yeah, exactly. You don't name your monster. What is wrong with you, sir?
Uh, Phil makes a good point. He says chemistry is just cooking. I can't believe Phil has the patience, or anyone has the patience to sit here listening to us talk on your front porch. But says chemistry is just cooking. That's a very good point.
Cooking. Well, when you cook, it's also you're technically using chemistry because you're also combining stuff and seeing what
Yeah,
works and what. Cocktails too. It's also it all goes back to the alchemy.
yeah.
Even the bar, cocktails and stuff. It all goes back to alchemy. Even the drugstore is the same origin.
CVS
So
drugstore.
yes. CVS. Yeah. Hey, sir. I need my prescription of Adderall. Oh wait, wrong CVS. Sorry.
We don't have them in Canada. That's why I didn't know when I named my podcast CVS.
Yeah, CVS.
That stands for Catholic Verses, in case you didn't know. But
Yes.
Nicholas says, sadly, Satan has crept into the science and is taking over. Exactly.
That's exactly. Exactly. Like I've always seen God in certain science. Well, most organic science I always have.
It's a battle. It's part of the battle, and we'll just keep fighting the good fight. And
Because it's just more proof that he exists. That's what I'm saying.
absolutely, my brother. So take good care. I gotta go. I gotta go hang out with in the kitchen there. But we'll talk soon. God bless you, and look forward to seeing you in the live chat.
Yep, you too. I
Uh,
look forward to watching more.
have a great night, my brother.
You too.
Love you. We'll talk soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
we'll talk soon. Bye.